In this example, I'm going to machine two sides of a 3D block with intents of putting the top side in one vise, and in the same setup putting the back side in a second vise in the machine using a second work offset. For my first op, I already have the block positioned correctly on my brown crosshairs. I'll be able to use that for my first vise. For my second vise, I'm going to cut back here, so I need to set up the origin for my second vise. I'm going to click on WCS View Manager. There's my top setup. That's what I'm using for the first side there. That's the generic one that brown crosshairs is using there. I do want to set that to work offset of 0. I add the number in this box to the first work offset in my machine, so this will give me a G54. For my next one, I'm going to hit Geometry, and I need to pick two lines off my part. I pick something for my X, a line that goes straight in my X motion first, and then a line that represents Y. I check that genome, it looks correct. If it didn't look correct, I could cycle through some different combinations here, but it's correct, so I'm going to hit OK. Put some kind of name on this that makes sense to me. I could go with vice 2 or backside. I'm going to set to my next work offset 1, that'd be a G55, and with this button I can choose my origin. I have a point created here, the center of this face. I hit OK. So I'm going to be machining off my top and off of vice 2. Whatever one I want to be putting toolpaths on, I will highlight and hit the equals button. So I'll have to come in here often depending on where I'm placing my cuts. I want to put my first cut on top, so I'm going to hit equals on that one, and I OK out, and then it is ready for me to put a toolpath on that. Just adjust a few settings here. This tool is near the part geometry side, so there's not a whole lot of room for some of this motion. Now I'm ready to cut on the back side, so I'm going to spin my part around visually here, and I need to go into my WCS View Manager and set it to be ready to work for on the top side. So I'm going to highlight vice 2, hit equals. Now I can work on this second side of the part here. So anytime I want to work, anytime I want to flip which vice or which side I'm on, I'll need to go back into that WCS View Manager. And then watch this run out on my screen. I'm going to slow it down. Finish pass. Run out the other side, and the code that'll come out through the first cut tool will pick up, but I'll put the G55 and it'll go to do the second cut.